Ever wondered how the world's richest man moves his family across continents without anyone noticing? Think private jets worth more than entire airlines, underground tunnels built for Teslas, and security protocols that make intelligence agencies take notes. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on how Elon Musk has created the most sophisticated family transportation network ever assembled by a private citizen. From aircraft that disappear from tracking systems to vehicles that can be controlled remotely from anywhere on Earth, we're exploring the security innovations that governments now study and billionaires try to replicate. But here's what will really blow your mind. The most impressive part isn't the $70 million jets or the armored Teslas. It's the revolutionary technology that makes tracking his movements nearly impossible. The aerial fortress inside Musk's flying empire. When you're worth over $500 billion and running companies that could reshape humanity's future, commercial aviation simply isn't an option. For Elon Musk, the sky isn't just a means of travel, it's a carefully controlled environment where his family can move in absolute secrecy and security. At the heart of this aerial empire sits a fleet of aircraft that would make most world leaders envious. The crown jewel is Musk's Gulfstream G650ER, a $70 million flying command center purchased in 2016. But calling this machine simply a private jet is like calling SpaceX a delivery service. With a range of 7,500 nautical miles, this aircraft can connect any two cities on Earth with at most one stop. The cabin, configured for 19 passengers, represents the pinnacle of aviation luxury and technology. While specific interior modifications remain closely guarded secrets, the G650ER's capabilities include flying at 51,000 feet, above most weather and commercial traffic, while maintaining a cabin altitude that reduces jet lag. The G650ER isn't just about luxury, it's about capability. This aircraft can cruise at Mach 0.925, making it one of the fastest civilian aircraft in the sky. It can land at airports with shorter runways that larger jets can't access, opening up thousands more potential destinations and escape routes. The aircraft's advanced avionics include enhanced vision systems that allow for landing in conditions that would ground other planes. In 2024, Musk expanded his aerial capabilities with the addition of a Gulfstream G700, representing the newest evolution in private aviation technology. This $78 million aircraft is capable of cruising at Mach 0.935, making it even faster than the G650ER. The G700 features the largest cabin in business aviation with 5 distinct living areas, providing enhanced space for family travel. With its ultra-long-range capabilities, the G700 can handle intercontinental routes like New York to Tokyo nonstop, further reducing the need for vulnerable refueling stops and expanding the family's global reach without compromising security. The operational scope of Musk's aviation activities is staggering. Flight tracking data, when available, shows patterns of intense travel between SpaceX facilities in Texas and California, Tesla gigafactories around the world, and various business destinations. But here's where it gets interesting. Many flights simply disappear from tracking systems, only to reappear days later in unexpected locations. The fleet's redundancy reveals strategic thinking about family security. Multiple aircraft ensure that mechanical issues, maintenance schedules, or security concerns never leave his family vulnerable to commercial travel exposure. Each aircraft can be deployed within hours, creating a transportation network that operates with military-level reliability. Beyond owned aircraft, aviation insiders report that Musk frequently uses chartered jets for family travel, adding another layer of anonymity. When you charter a jet under various company names, even the crew might not know they're transporting one of the world's most powerful families until the passengers board. This strategy makes tracking family movements exponentially more difficult. But the real innovation isn't in the aircraft themselves. It's in making them disappear completely from public tracking systems. The privacy revolution: how Musk changed aviation tracking forever. The battle for Musk's aviation privacy reads like a modern David and Goliath story, complete with college students, social media warfare, and regulatory changes that affected the entire private aviation industry. The story centers on Jack Sweeney, a University of Central Florida student who created an Elon Jet, a Twitter account that tracked Musk's aircraft movements using publicly available ADS-B data. What started as a coding project became a global phenomenon. Sweeney's account gained hundreds of thousands of followers, all watching Musk's every flight in real time. The implications were staggering. Anyone with internet access could know when Musk was traveling, where he was heading, and potentially when his family would be vulnerable. Musk initially offered Sweeney $5,000 to shut down the account. When the student countered asking for more, negotiations broke down, setting the stage for a confrontation that would reshape aviation privacy. The situation escalated dramatically in December 2022, when a stalker allegedly followed a car carrying Musk's son in Los Angeles. Musk directly linked this incident to the flight tracking, stating that real-time location sharing had become a physical safety issue for his children. This wasn't theoretical anymore, it was a real threat to his family's security. Within days of the incident, an Elon Jet was suspended from Twitter, sparking debates about free speech, public data, and privacy rights. But Musk's influence extended beyond social media platforms. The FAA's Privacy ICAO Address (PIA) program, which allows aircraft owners to use temporary randomized identifiers, became more accessible and robust. While the FAA had this program before Musk's complaints, the increased attention and adoption following his privacy battle transformed how private aviation operates. Aircraft can now effectively become invisible to public tracking by regularly changing their digital identifiers. The new system works like a digital cloak of invisibility. Instead of broadcasting a permanent identifier linked to a specific aircraft, planes can now use temporary codes that expire and regenerate. It's like having a different license plate every time you drive, making it virtually impossible for outsiders to build patterns of movement or predict future travel. These changes have fundamentally altered how Musk's family travels. Flight tracking experts report that many of Musk's aircraft simply vanish from tracking systems for extended periods. Some flights show departures but no arrivals, while others seem to materialize mid-flight. This isn't magic, it's the result of sophisticated privacy technology combined with strategic use of international airspace where tracking requirements differ. The impact extends beyond just Musk. Other high-profile individuals have adopted similar privacy measures, creating a new standard for executive aviation security. The days of easily tracking billionaire jets are effectively over, thanks in large part to the precedent set by Musk's privacy campaign. The technical sophistication of modern aircraft tracking makes Musk's privacy achievements even more remarkable. Automatic dependent surveillance broadcast technology was designed to make aviation safer by having aircraft continuously broadcast their position, altitude, and velocity. This data gets picked up by thousands of receivers worldwide and fed into public tracking platforms. The system was never designed with privacy in mind because commercial aviation has no need for it. What made Sweeney's tracking so effective was the permanence of aircraft identifiers. Every plane has a unique ICAO address, essentially a serial number that broadcasts with every transmission. Aviation enthusiasts had built massive databases, linking these identifiers to specific aircraft and their owners. Once someone knew Musk's aircraft identifier, tracking became trivial and permanent. The PIA program fundamentally disrupts this model. When an aircraft uses a temporary identifier, it breaks the database linkage. Tracking platforms might see an aircraft, but they can't definitively say who owns it or connect it to previous flights. The identifier might change daily, weekly, or even per flight. This transforms tracking from a simple database lookup into a complex investigation requiring multiple data points and constant verification. The broader implications are significant. If the world's most tracked billionaire can effectively disappear from public surveillance, it raises questions about aviation transparency. Flight tracking has exposed environmental hypocrisy, documented government surveillance, and provided accountability for corporate jet usage. The privacy tools Musk championed protect families, but also reduce public oversight of the ultra-wealthy's carbon footprints and travel patterns. It's a trade-off between personal security and public accountability that society is still grappling with. While the sky offers escape, Musk's ground game reveals something even more ambitious: total control of the vehicles themselves. The Tesla advantage: rolling fortresses and underground highways. On the ground, Musk's approach to family transportation takes advantage of something no other billionaire has: complete control over the vehicles themselves. While other wealthy families rely on modified luxury cars from traditional manufacturers, Musk's family travels in Teslas that are essentially rolling computers he can monitor and control remotely. The family's ground transportation fleet includes Model S, Model X, and Model Y vehicles, with the Cybertruck joining the lineup. These aren't your standard Teslas rolling off the assembly line. Security experts describe vehicles with potential modifications that could include reinforced structures and enhanced safety features. The Cybertruck, with its ultra-hard 30x cold-rolled stainless steel exoskeleton and armored glass, offers protection levels that would typically require specialized security vehicles while maintaining the appearance of a consumer product. While the Cybertruck's stainless steel exoskeleton provides enhanced durability, it's important to understand its actual protective capabilities. Tesla has indicated the vehicle offers resistance to 9mm and .45 caliber handgun ammunition, making it more resilient than standard vehicles in certain threat scenarios. However, the armor glass, despite its name, has shown limited bullet resistance in standard form and performed inconsistently during demonstrations. For families requiring true bulletproof protection, specialized companies offer enhanced modifications that go beyond the factory specifications. The value for the Musk family lies not in military-grade protection, but in the vehicle's integration with Tesla's broader technological ecosystem and its ability to draw less attention than traditional armored vehicles. What makes these vehicles truly unique is their integration with Tesla's broader technology ecosystem. Every Tesla in Musk's fleet can be tracked in real time through proprietary systems. Their routes can be pre-programmed and modified remotely, and their cameras provide constant surveillance of surrounding areas. The vehicle's autopilot and full self-driving capabilities add another layer of security, with the ability to execute evasive maneuvers or follow pre-programmed escape routes if needed. The vehicles typically travel in formations that make identifying specific passengers impossible. Unlike traditional security convoys that announce their importance through their formation, Tesla convoys can blend into normal traffic while maintaining protective positioning. This approach means that even if someone identifies Musk-related vehicles, they can't determine which one contains family members. Now here's where things get truly futuristic. The Boring Company has constructed operational tunnel systems in Las Vegas, with the Las Vegas Convention Center Loop currently transporting passengers in Teslas through dedicated underground routes. While these tunnels are commercial operations, they demonstrate technology that could theoretically be adapted for private use. The tunnels bypass all surface traffic, surveillance cameras, and potential security threats. The Las Vegas system proves the concept works. Teslas navigating through controlled access tunnels at speeds up to 40 miles per hour, completely separated from public roads. The Boring Company has also built a test tunnel at SpaceX's Hawthorne headquarters and is developing projects in other cities. While there's no confirmed evidence of private tunnels for Musk family use, the technology and expertise exist within his companies. At Gigafactory, Texas, the Cybertunnel transports completed Cybertrucks through the facility, showcasing industrial applications of tunnel technology. These demonstrations of tunnel infrastructure, combined with Musk's stated love for tunnels and his company's vertical integration, create intriguing possibilities for future private transportation networks. The combination of controllable vehicles and potential tunnel access creates a ground transportation system unlike anything available to other wealthy families. When you own the company that builds the cars, the software that runs them, and the tunnels they could travel through, you've created an entirely new category of secure transportation. Yet even with all this terrestrial technology, Musk's water strategy does the opposite of what every billionaire does. Maritime mysteries, the yacht strategy nobody talks about. Here's something that might surprise you. Despite his enormous wealth, Elon Musk doesn't own a single yacht. In a world where billionaires compete to build the largest floating palaces, Musk has repeatedly stated, "I don't own a yacht." But this doesn't mean his family doesn't travel by sea. It means they do it in a way that's virtually impossible to track. When Musk does take to the water, he employs a charter strategy that prioritizes flexibility and anonymity over ownership. While specific charter details remain private for security reasons, the approach aligns with his philosophy of owning minimal physical assets. Musk has publicly stated he doesn't even take vacations, but when maritime travel is necessary for business or family reasons, chartering provides maximum flexibility with minimum commitment. The financial logic of Musk's charter approach is compelling. Super yachts can cost hundreds of millions to purchase and millions annually in maintenance, crew, and mooring fees. For someone who famously sold all his houses to own no home, tying up capital in a yacht makes no sense. But more importantly, ownership creates records, registers, and patterns that can be tracked. Chartering allows for complete flexibility and enhanced privacy. The charter approach also provides operational advantages that ownership cannot match. Different regions and seasons offer access to diverse vessel types, optimized for specific conditions, from Mediterranean cruisers to Caribbean explorers. This geographic flexibility means the family can access locally maintained vessels with crews experienced in regional waters, rather than positioning a single owned yacht around the globe. Additionally, chartering eliminates the public spectacle of a permanently identified Musk yacht that would become a tracking target and media fixture at every port. Maritime security experts point out that international waters provide unique advantages for privacy-conscious travel. Once a vessel is 12 nautical miles from shore, it enters international waters where surveillance is minimal and legal jurisdictions become complex. For a family dealing with constant security threats, this represents a unique safe zone, a moving sanctuary that can relocate hundreds of miles overnight while remaining off conventional tracking systems. The charter model also allows for selecting vessels based on specific needs. A family vacation might require a yacht with extensive recreational facilities and child-friendly amenities. A business meeting might prioritize communication systems and meeting spaces. This adaptability would be impossible with a single owned vessel, no matter how luxurious. Industry practices for high-profile charters often involve multiple intermediary companies and non-disclosure agreements that make tracking specific individuals nearly impossible. Vessels can be chartered under corporate names with no obvious connection to the actual passengers. This creates layers of privacy that ownership could never provide. The contrast with other billionaires is stark. Jeff Bezos owns multiple yachts, including a $500 million super yacht. Russian oligarchs have built floating palaces worth hundreds of millions. But Musk, despite having more wealth than almost all of them, chooses the flexibility and anonymity of chartering over the status symbol of ownership. However, vehicles and vessels are only part of the equation. The invisible layer protecting every journey operates at a level that redefines private security entirely. The security matrix. Protection protocols of the ultra-elite. The security apparatus surrounding Musk's family travels operates on principles borrowed from protecting heads of state, but with technological innovations that only the CEO of multiple tech companies could implement. This isn't just bodyguards and bulletproof cars, it's a comprehensive system that begins long before any journey starts. Every trip begins with what security professionals call advance work. Teams scout routes days or weeks ahead, identifying potential vulnerabilities and establishing safe zones. For the Musk family, this process is enhanced by sophisticated planning that analyzes thousands of data points, from traffic patterns to event schedules, to predict and prevent potential issues. The physical security measures go beyond traditional protection. Security experts describe the use of multiple vehicles traveling in varying formations, making it difficult to identify which vehicle contains family members. Counter-surveillance techniques help identify anyone attempting unauthorized photography or tracking. These aren't amateur operations. They're coordinated campaigns that prioritize family privacy and safety. The December 2022 incident involving Musk's son demonstrated why such measures are necessary. A stalker allegedly followed and confronted a car carrying his child, jumping on the hood and threatening the occupants. This real-world threat validated Musk's concerns about public tracking of his movements and led to increased security measures for all family members. The integration of technology from Musk's various companies creates unique advantages. Tesla's advanced driver assistance systems can help vehicles maintain safe distances and execute defensive maneuvers. Starlink satellites can provide secure communications anywhere on Earth. The vertical integration of Musk's companies allows for security solutions that would be impossible for executives who rely solely on third-party providers. The children's protection receives special attention. With 11 children from multiple relationships, coordinating secure transportation requires complex logistics. Each child's security needs are calibrated based on age, public profile, and specific circumstances. The goal is maintaining as normal a childhood as possible while ensuring comprehensive protection. What's particularly sophisticated is how the security adapts to different threat levels. Public appearances require different protocols than private family time. International travel involves coordination with local security services. The system must be flexible enough to handle everything, from a trip to school to international business travel, all while maintaining the family's privacy and safety. Conclusion: the future of private travel. After exploring the extraordinary lengths Elon Musk goes to protect his family's travels, from untraceable jets and Tesla convoys to chartered yachts and advanced security protocols, one thing becomes crystal clear. This isn't just about luxury or convenience. It's about creating a transportation ecosystem that allows one of the world's most visible figures to move his family safely in an increasingly connected world. What's truly remarkable is how Musk has leveraged his company's technologies to create advantages no other billionaire can match. While others rely on traditional security companies and conventional transportation, Musk has built an integrated system where multiple elements, from the vehicles to the communication systems, work together seamlessly. This isn't just wealth buying protection, it's innovation creating entirely new categories of security. The implications extend far beyond one family's travel arrangements. The privacy technologies Musk has pioneered, from aircraft tracking countermeasures to integrated vehicle security, are already influencing how other high-profile individuals approach their security. Today's billionaire security innovation becomes tomorrow's premium consumer feature, and eventually technology that benefits broader markets. But here's what's really fascinating. Despite all these elaborate measures, Musk's ultimate goal seems to be giving his children as normal a life as possible. The security isn't about isolation, it's about freedom. Freedom to travel without fear, to experience the world without constant surveillance, and to grow up without the burden of their father's fame affecting every moment of their lives. Which aspect of Musk's family travel security surprised you the most? Was it the untraceable jets, the Tesla convoy strategies, or the yacht chartering approach that avoids ownership entirely? Drop a comment below and let me know what security measure you found most ingenious. And here's a thought-provoking question. If you had unlimited resources, what innovative security measure would you create that we haven't seen yet? If you're fascinated by how the ultra-wealthy navigate our world while maintaining their privacy, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Every week, we reveal the hidden systems and secret strategies that the world's most powerful people use to live their extraordinary lives. Your support helps us continue bringing you these exclusive insights into worlds most people never get to see. Give this video a thumbs up if it opened your eyes to the incredible lengths the wealthy go to protect their families. And remember to share it with someone who's interested in technology, security, or just incredible stories about how the world's elite really operate. Because as we've seen today, sometimes the most impressive technology isn't in rockets or electric cars. It's in the invisible systems that keep families safe. Until next time, remember that in a world where privacy is increasingly rare, The ability to move unseen isn't just a luxury, it's becoming the ultimate form of freedom.